There's a Zen proverb that says, when walking, walk. When eating, eat. And it's a reminder to be mindful about what we're doing right here, right now. It's about staying present, focusing on the very present moment. If we're eating something, just pause and let any thoughts go and notice what we're eating mindfully, or walking mindfully, or doing anything else. It's about letting go of our mind's distractions, letting that busyness of our mind subside, and attempting to stay present and focus on what we're doing. As we move through each pose, I invite you to pause and think about each pose. Notice what each part of your body's doing, how it feels within you. And let go of any of those daily thoughts about other things you need to do after this practice. And come into the present and focus on right here, right now. Bring your arms to your side. Take a nice long, deep inhale, reaching your arms up over your head. Turn your palms out as you exhale, lower the arms. Inhaling, lift. And exhale, lower. Again, lift your arms up as you inhale. Exhale, lower. Uncross your legs and make your way onto all fours. Inhaling, lower your chest and belly. Let your back round and arch. Exhaling, round your back. Just moving mindfully, or staying in one of these shapes if that is exactly what your body needs. Come to a neutral spine, tuck your toes. Slowly lift your knees up off the mat just an inch or two. Pause here. Strong core, but soften your shoulders. And now lift your hips right up and walk your feet forward to your hands. Let your knees be bent enough to straighten your spine. You may rest your forearms on your shoulders. Maybe your arms dangle. Maybe they reach the mat. Work towards stretching one leg by straightening that knee and then switching sides. Maybe straightening both. As you inhale, come halfway up. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, rise to standing, arms up over your head. Exhale, palms together, and lower your hands. Coming to the front of your mat, have your feet hip distance apart. Step your right foot back, a big step back. Place your hands on your hips, bend that left knee. Now bring the right hip forward so you're facing the front of your mat. With your left foot, keep that left foot flat on the mat, equal weight between the inside and outside of the foot. Draw your belly in, engage your core, bring your rib cage in. Looking straight ahead, inhale, lift your arms up. Soften your shoulders as you reach your fingertips up. Breathe here. Pause. If your mind wanders, come back to your breath. Notice your arms, your legs, your core. Exhaling, lower your arms, interlace your fingers behind your back. Stretch your knuckles back, bring your shoulder blades together to open your chest wide. Take a couple of breaths here. Exhaling, bow forward to the inside of the left knee. Let your hands come up. With control, slowly make your way back up. Release your hands. Step your right foot forward beside your left. Inhale, arms up. Soft knees, exhale with a straight spine, bow forward. Inhaling halfway up into Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands. Feet hip distance apart at the front of the mat. Step your left foot. Big step back. Hands on hips, bend that right knee. Now bring the left hip forward. Engage your core. Keep your spine nice and straight. Inhale, arms up. Maybe deepen the lunge. As we pause here, if your mind is wandering, come back to the pose. Or focus on your breath. Exhale, lower your arms, reach your hands back, interlace your fingers, stretch your knuckles back to let your chest open wide. Deep inhale here. Exhale, bow forward to the inside of the right knee. Maybe hands come up. Slowly come on back up and release your hands. Step your left foot forward just enough that you can lower that heel to the mat with the toes pointed out and straighten the right leg. Place your hands on your hips. Bring your left hip forward, right hip back. Keep legs and spine fully straight. Engage your core. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, send your hips back. Spine stays straight, lead with your chest and fold. Just go as far as you can. Think of that the right hip back. Keeping that right knee straight. If it starts to bend, just come up again till it straightens. In Parshvattanasana. Option to stay here, or maybe you can place your hands on blocks, or for some your hands may reach the mat. Just keep that shoulders back, straight spine. Exhaling slowly, come on back up. Bend that right knee and step the left foot forward. Feet hip distance apart. Now step the right foot back. A fairly big step back, but not huge. Lower that right heel, toes pointed out. Straighten the left leg. Bring that right hip forward so you're facing the front of the mat. Legs and spine straight, shoulders back. Hands on hips. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, just hinging at the hips. Fold forward. Keep that spine nice and straight. Bring that left hip back. If that left knee starts to bend, just come up again till you can straighten it. And then fold forward a little bit more. Option to place your hands on blocks, or maybe your hands reach the mat on this side. Just breathe. Slowly come on back up. Release your hands. Now bend the left knee. Bring your palms together at your heart center. Focus your gaze on the wall or floor in front of you and put all the weight into your left foot and just rest the right toes lightly behind you. Focus your gaze. Left knee has soft. Coming into Warrior 3, a balancing pose. Think of focus with softness. Play with lifting that right foot up and flexing that foot. Keep that lifted leg engaged, just tapping the toes as you need to. Standing knee is soft. When you're ready, begin to fold forward, letting that right leg come up behind you. If you come out of the pose, just try again. Think of lowering that right hip level with your left. Slowly come on up, lower that foot, and lower the arms. Feet hip distance apart. Now step your left toes back behind you. Bending your right knee, keep most of the weight in your right foot. Palms together at your heart center. Begin to put all the weight into your right foot, letting the left toes rest gently behind you. Focus your gaze. Standing knee is soft. When you're ready, lift those left toes up and flex that foot. Really engage that lifted leg. Strong lifted leg. Soft standing knee. Option to stay here, tapping the toes as need be. Or fold forward at that right hip, letting that left leg come up behind you. Straight spine, lower that left hip, keep it level with your right. Breathe. Focus your gaze. Slowly come on back up. Lower that foot. Release your hands. Take a nice deep inhale, reaching your arms up. Long, slow exhale to fold forward. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands. Turn and face the side of the mat. Take your feet fairly wide. Approximately, if you put your arms out, each ankle is below each wrist. Each foot flat on the mat. Hands on hips. Inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, engage your core. Really support your back with a strong core. Exhale, fold forward halfway. Breathe. Exhaling, come on back up. Release your hands. Pivot on your left heel, turn your left toes out. Still face the side of your mat though, think right shoulder back. Arms out to the side, bring your shoulder blades together and stretch your fingertips away from you. Turn and look over your left hand. Keeping that left knee straight, reach forward to your left hand, let your hips roll back. Going as far as you can, let your left arm lower and reach your right arm up. If that right shoulder is sore, right hand can rest on right hip. If the left knee bends, just come up again till it's straight. Pause. One more breath. Engage your core and come on back up and lower your arms. Bring your left toes in. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Strong core. As you exhale, fold forward. Maybe your hands dangle, maybe they reach the mat. Inhale, rise back up to standing, arms up. Exhale, lower your arms. Feet are now parallel to each other, facing forward. Pivot on your right heel, turning your right toes out. Bring your arms out to the side, shoulder blades together. Stretch your fingertips away. Engage your arms. Keeping that right knee straight, it may want to bend a little bit, but keep that both legs straight. Reach forward with your right hand. If that knee bends, just come up again till it's straight. Go as far as you can and then let your right arm lower. Left arm can come up or hand can rest on hip. In Utthita Trikonasana. Be sure to breathe. Think left shoulder back. As you exhale, slowly rise and lower your arms. Bring your right toes in. Take a nice deep inhale, reaching your arms up. Long, slow exhale to fold. Take a couple of breaths here, inviting your body to fold a little deeper. Inhaling, arms out to the side, slowly rise to standing. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands and walk your feet together. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.